In last lecture we have studied about indicators, in which we have discussed how indicator behave with acid and base. Different kind of indicators were there, natural indicators and synthetic. About that we have discussed in last lecture. Today we are going to discuss about the properties of acid. Guys, always whenever we used to talk about the properties of any particular substance, there are two kind of properties. As I have written, one physical property and another one chemical property. What are these physical and chemical properties? Always physical means how any particular behave itself. Just like means acid, how the acid behave themselves. And the chemical means how any particular substance behave with others, right? Just like suppose that I am having sulfuric acid, right? What happens when sulfuric acid treated with any other substance, just like with base, with metals, whatever will happen, that will be the chemical. Very simple. How it behaved, itself, right? And chemical means how it behave with others. That is very simple. Always you will have to study about the physical and chemical properties of any particular substance, whether these are the acid, these are the base, or these are the salts. Here simply we are talking about the properties of acid, in which we are having the physical property and the chemical properties. If I will talk about the physical properties of acid, means just like on last lecture I told you, acid turned blue litmus into red, right? Acid are corrosive in nature. Corrosive in nature means, you have seen in your home, there is an inverter, and in that particular inverter one battery is there. In that particular battery there is one acid, and suppose that any kind of cloth or any kind of paper come in contact of that particular acid, it used to corrode. Corrode means it anywhere burned. The acids are corrosive in nature. This is its own property. Acids are a good conductor of electricity. Why acids are good conductor of electricity? Because just like we are having one acid HCl, right? HCl break down into H positive and Cl negative in its solution, right? These are the ions present there in its solution. These ions responsible for charge carrier. These are charge carrier. Means the acids are good conductor of electricity in their solution. That's why the acids can also be defined as electrolyte, right? Means these all are the properties of acid. Just like acid are sour in taste, acids are corrosive natured, acids conduct electricity, means they are good conductor of electricity. All these properties means these are the physical properties of acid. Now the very important part is the chemical properties of acid. Chemical, as I have already told you, how these acids behave with any other particular substance. Very important property about the acid we will discuss here. Reaction of acid with metals. Now you are not need to cram the things. Very simple. What is the property? Reaction of acid with metal. You can take any acid. I have given you so many acids example. Just like I am taking here H2SO4. You all know H2SO4 is sulfuric acid. We are taking metal. we are having, suppose that I am having sodium. Chemical property, how acid behave with metal. This is the property. Simply, you have studied about the displacement reaction in first chapter. You will see that the hydrogen is less reactive than sodium. That's why this sodium will displace hydrogen from here. What will happen? You will see Na2SO4 will form and hydrogen gas will form. So this is very important property of acid. Whenever acid combine with metal, they form hydrogen gas, right? Hydrogen, the question can be twisted in another form. How will we test the gas formed after the reaction of acid and metal, right? So this hydrogen have property of combustible. It is a combustible gas. Combustible means you will have to understand, just like at our homes LPG is there. LPG is combustible, means this can burn. It is a source of energy. How it combusts with it is combust with pop sound. It combusts with pop sound, means put type sound will be there. Whenever any acid combine with metal, it form hydrogen gas, which combusts, which burn with pop sound, right? And now we will have to balance it. Just Na2SO4H2, it will be twice Na. Another acid I am taking, so hydrochloric acid, it is combining with magnesium, right? Any acid, any metal, always whenever the acid will combine with metal, they form hydrogen gas, right sir? Here it will form MgCl2 and hydrogen, right? We will have to balance it. This will be twice, and now it is balanced. Here as well as you can see that hydrogen is formed. We are taking any other gas, any other acid, just like I am having CH3COOH. CH3COOH, you all know, this is acetic acid. It combines, suppose that it is combining with sodium, right? And it will form sodium acetate and simple hydrogen gas, right? This is also a property. You can see that acetic acid, this is, right? And it is also forming hydrogen gas, which will combust with pop sound. This is one of the very important property of acid. What happens when acid combine with metal? Now we will discuss another property of acid and base, meaning acid. What happens when acid combine with metal oxide? Reaction of acid and metal oxide. Very simple. Acid, you know, I am having H2SO4, I am having HCl, I am having HNO3. These are the acids. What happened when acid combine with metal oxide? Metal oxide means any metal combined with oxygen, just like sodium Na2O, magnesium MgO, and calcium CaO. What? Acid with metal oxide. No need to cram the things. Simple. Acid combining with metal oxide. Acid, we are having sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, nitric acid. Any one of the acid you can take. Similarly, the metal oxide, any metal oxide. Just like I have taken sodium oxide, I have taken magnesium oxide, and I have taken calcium oxide. The formula we have already studied there in 9th. How do we prepare the formulas? That you know better very well, right? Here I will have to explain you one very important thing about the metal oxides and non-metal oxides, right sir? Metal oxide are basic in nature. You will have to learn it. Basic in nature, and the non-metal oxides are acidic in nature. How will we confirm that the metal oxides are basic in nature? Because whenever you will combine with metal oxide with water, they will turn into base. Similarly, when the non-metal oxide, just like we are having CO2, they combine with water, they turn into acid, just like H2CO3 it is forming. C is non-metal and its oxide is CO2. It is combining with water and forming H2CO3. This is carbonic acid. Here we are having metal oxide, sodium oxide. It is combining with water and forming sodium hydroxide. That's why we can say metal oxide are basic nature and non-metal oxide are acidic nature. Right, sir? Here this is the acid and you can say this is base. What happens when acid combined with metal oxide? Simply one salt will form, Na2SO4 will form and water will form. You can see easily Na will go towards this sulfate and hydrogen with oxygen. That's why sodium sulfate and water will form. Here as well as magnesium will convert combine with Cl and will form magnesium chloride, and the hydrogen will combine with oxygen will form water. Right? Here we will have to write it twice HCl. Similarly, we are having nitric acid. Ca will link up with NO3 and it will form CaNO3 whole twice. Here H2O. As well as here we will have to write it here twice and H2O. This is another property of acid, that what happens when acid combine with metal oxide. Right, sir? So whenever acid will combine with metal oxide, it will form one salt and water. This kind of reaction is also known as neutralization reaction, right? Because the metal oxides are basic nature. Another property related to the same reaction of acid with metal carbonate and bicarbonate. Right? Acid we are already having HCl, just like H2SO4. Any acid you can take. HNO3. Metal carbonates, just like I am taking CaCO3. Metal is Ca, carbonate CO3. Here I am taking sodium carbonate CO3. You know CO3 is having valency 2. That's why it is a negative CO3. Here I am taking bicarbonate NaHCO3. Right? These are the carbonates CO3. It is HCO3 metal bicarbonate. Reaction of acid we know, metal carbonate you know, metal any you can take, you know the valency of the metal and you can draw form the formula. Now what will happen? It will form one salt CaCl2, H2O will be formed and CO2 will form. Nothing else. One more compound will form, that will be the carbon dioxide. Right? Now we will have to balance it, just like I will make it twice. Right? So far it is balanced. Similarly, here it will form Na2SO4, water will form as well as CO2 will form. Alright? Another bicarbonate, same reaction will be there. NaNO3 will form, H2O will form and CO2 will form. So whenever this acid will combine with whether metal carbonate or metal bicarbonate, it will form salt, water and carbon dioxide. Here as well as there will be the test of this gas. The test of hydrogen in first reaction we have studied that hydrogen gas is giving pop sound in combustion. CO2, what will be the test of CO2? CO2, when CO2 will pass to lime water, it turned the lime water into milky colored. Getting my point? Means whenever acid combined with metal carbonate, it forms salt, water and carbon dioxide. Question can be raised in another form, that which gas is formed, how will we test it? The test of carbon dioxide, that whenever CO2 is passed to lime water, the lime water turn into milky colored. Right? Another property which we are going to discuss, that reaction of acid and base. Acid or base. Reaction of acid and base. Here as well as you no need to cram it. Acid we are having HCl, I am having H2SO4, we are having HNO3, right? We are combining with any base just like it is combining with NaOH, it is combining with KOH, and it is combining with CaOH whole twice. So you all know what are acid. Acid gives H positive ion and bases give OH negative ion. That's why it's very simple to determine what are acid and what are base. Whenever acid combine with base, it form salt and water as well as, right? Here it will give K2SO4 plus water. Here as well as it will give CaNO3 whole twice plus H2O. If you studied the first chapter properly, you can write down easily the equations. Very simple. These equations are that this is double. All these reactions are double displacement. Na to Cl, H to OH, K to SO4, H to OH. In this way, this is double displacement. One very important part of this reaction is as well as there. What is that? Whenever acid combined with base, salt and water is formed, as well as a huge amount of energy is formed. Huge amount of energy is also formed. That's why this process is known as exothermic as well as. Another thing, in this reaction, acid neutralize base and base neutralize acid. That's why these reactions are also known as neutralization reaction.